let's talk about Tracy McGrady retiring. If I just set it up for you, because I know you've got all the facts and figures, but I don't know. I will say, when I think of Tracy McGrady, I kind of think of enormously talented, but sort of what could have been. 7-time All-Star, 2-time scoring leader in the league, and of course, we all remember way back here in Toronto, at least to, I think, 1997, when he was the third player picked. They already had Vince Carter, and we thought, what could have been with Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady? But for some reason or other, Tony, it never did transpire. He never got beyond the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's going to be his legacy. And as we know, just past championship is the San Antonio Spurs picked him up as a sort of an insurance clip, and he just unfortunately they were one game shy. Would have been nice for him to win a championship with the Spurs, but obviously wouldn't have been a major player in that. But as a guy, as you've touched on, just the individual records, a 2-time scoring champion. When he was on, I mean, here's a kid right out of high school, and pretty amazing. And obviously went to the Raptors. He was a 9th pick overall in the '97 draft, and playing with his third cousin Vince Carter. I really thought if they had kept those two guys together, if possible, they could have made some definite noise, because they had playoff run. And I just think those two guys, as talented as they are, you throw a couple of complimentary pieces in there, they could have done some stuff. But as you said, very talented. We went to Orlando, had some unbelievable numbers. Unfortunately, him and Grant Hill never really were healthy at the same time, and they had a really good year, with him and Doc Rivers as his coach, and just unfortunately couldn't get things done. But if you're talking about just the talent, unbelievable. Could play kind of like a LeBron James. Could probably play 1 to 5, but I think injuries plagued him, and it's just unfortunate. But I think he'll go down. And if you're talking about a Hall of Fame guy, he's not going to be a first-time ballot. But you look at scoring champion, you look at some of the accolades he has, I think he's got enough work to get into the Hall of Fame.
Why did he leave Toronto?
Who knows? Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know if it was Vince, it was, maybe him not re-signing. He always kind of expressed an interest to play in Florida, so he went to Orlando. But as actually the image I have, it was funny, is, January, I think of his rookie year, I'd gone to visit Leo, and I usually at least get one game in, and that was when they were still playing at the Sky Dome. And after the game, I think it was a Sunday chilly afternoon in January, and here comes McGrady with his posse of buddies, and no hat, no toque, no winter jacket, and it's just like, oh yeah, that's right. He's a typical 18-year-old, but he's a millionaire, and I just think it's that's kind of the image I have of him. Just this guy walking around the Sky Dome as an innocent little teenager. Should have been paying to watch some of these guys, and it just speaks to volumes to say he's just still a kid if you can tear that away. But that was kind of my image of Tracy McGrady. But as I said, a hell of a talent, and I've always loved his game, and because he could defend as well. I like guys who can play D, and he was a great defender and an offensively, scoring champ 2 years in a row. And as I said, I think he's worthy of a Hall of Fame induction.
He was